Welcome back, everyone, to the Lala Land Royal Court. My name is Lady Lily, your court entertainer, and today is not Wednesday, it's Thursday. I saw you guys yesterday. Hello. I know we saw each other yesterday. We had a wonderful session, but guess what? It's double feature week, so you get me you get me twice. We're back here with Hope's Lament. Let's get into it. Let's get into the drama. Let's see if the serious episode will stay serious. So that's the question of the day, because it is session 4 titled "Call to Revolution." Will it stay serious, or will the whimsy find us some way, somehow? All things are encouraged. Nonetheless, how's everyone feeling? All right. Since we are only here once a month, let's go around the table to reintroduce ourselves, and let's start. And I'm gonna call them out because I know everybody looks different on everyone's screen. So we'll go James, Patrick, Charles, Anna, Chad. Oh yeah, you can fucking swear. Tick tock goes the clock. Just sound like the word tick. All right, and I am Lady Lily, your DM, GM, storyteller for the day. I prefer my given moniker, which is your court entertainer, and this just is one of my one of my many duties for entertainment. But let's pull back to last session. After expertly having destroyed the ship carrying a good amount of Shelby's cargo, the party managed to take the captain into their custody, quickly realizing that the captain might not be the brightest crayon in the box. They're able to get a good amount of information out of her, including the location of the Lord Marcellus's home, where they believe, possibly, hopefully, their friend Linnea might be still hidden. So as they made their way there, traveling slowly as they cannot use magic, they arrived just off the shore on a dock that would lead them down a short walk to Lord Marcellus's home. Before arriving, however, Azure, who had taken on the visage of the captain to try and trick those within the house, took off a little ahead to scout, while Balor took a moment to peer through the crystal he had expertly stolen from the blind, emphasis on the word blind, seer, and managed to not only witness a moment in where Lenny is being held, but speak with her. And with new determination, he joins his party as they head straight toward Lord Marcellus's house, in the hopes that this is where the princess is hiding and that she didn't already get moved to another castle. Fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure I have the map up. You guys would be down in the bottom left. Let me place you. I thought I had. Oh, I think I put 2 Balors. I did. See, usually I have Sunny for this. Alright. And there we go. Azure, you would have been a bit more ahead of everyone, that they would be kind of catching up with you. But essentially, you would have made it just into the tree line. So, Azure, I will have you roll a perception for me. With a 14, you're able to see a bit of the just kind of coming through the trees. This part of the jungle seems a little bit drier, a little more less dense. There's more branches than there are leaves for you to take cover in. But you are able to make out the house manor that just comes through the trees. Large and imposing. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Large and imposing. And you spot up on a left-hand tower 2 guards just kind of roaming up. They don't seem to be paying you much attention, though. Gotcha. All right. All right. As you kind of come around, you do see that there are 2 guards posted at the door. That person, I don't. I placed. They do see you walk up. And as you're kind of stepping up, they look to you, but they're a little confused. What are you doing here? You're not due back for... I thought you weren't due back for a couple more weeks? Yeah, a couple more weeks. They look at each other like, oh, hey, that's good news to us. And they open the door. Last time you got drunk in this house, you broke a table. The maids are inside. They'll give you something. We just watched the door. You know, we had each other. Like, what are you getting all high and mighty with us for? As you step inside, there is indeed a maid with it's actually just a drink of water. However, as you walk into this very opulent foyer. And I'll hold you there for a moment as we bring in the rest of the party. Can you guys, for everybody else, could you roll me a perception? Okay. Ooh. Ev- ev- Everyone who got higher than the 11 that I needed you to get. You notice, you you arrived just as Azure, disguised as the captain, whom I did name. I'm trying to remember what I named her. With the captain, you watch the visitor of the captain walk in. You see the guards speak to her, to them in a very familiar kind of way. How we move? It's one of those, like, at the corner of your eye, you see them come just like through the brush where you were at, but they are still hidden from the others. You just knew where to look. Yes, yes, you had mentioned that to me. So this is what you would see when you walk in, Azure. Yeah. They they see you. They're like, you're here. Like, I hope you have a good reason to be here early. He just turns around. I was handing you my flask. Jeez. He's like you. Well, you look like you've been through it. What happened? I'm not saying you're closer to you. You just look. I don't know. You look stressed. Well, keep that. I have to get the other one from Bobby. He's not up there, by the way. He's up in his office. Oh, I think that was Ezekiel and Henry. They got the shift up there. Apparently, we're supposed to be on guard. I don't know. You know Shelby and his bullshit. Apparently, he warned that someone might be headed this way. Not Shelby, but the masters. The thug of a pharaoh was here to deliver the message. All right. Have fun. Keep the flask. I'm getting my other one. I'm looking at it. It is a little windy, so you would have to kind of pull at doors a little. But I will. But roll me a survival, and I'll tell you how much you can, how much you can go. Yeah, if you don't know which way to go. Oh, oh, oh no! All right. With without metagaming, because some of the map did get like revealed when I was trying to quickly reveal it. Where would you go? As you walk in, open the door, and it's immediate that it's a tiny little broom closet with some cleaning supplies just kind of stuffed in the side. Your the guard's staring at you with this did you need the broom or something? Yeah, dude, are you drunk already? You said stop drinking here too much. I only gave you like one sip. Door's right there. It's like, okay, just gods. Should believe if I'm looking at this correctly, it would be this one. You do, before we move, you just see the guards. Before we move to that, everyone outside, how are we moving? Because not please. Yes, you can see the two up top, as it's like an open tower thing. Three. It's the third. It would be the third story. If I knew enough, I'd try to think. 30. I'll. I want to say 30, but maybe 40. Okay, I'll be nice. 30. This is such a crunchy game, guys. Roll me a stealth. Are you trying to get directly under the wall of the where of the okay. Then yeah. I must roll against, and these guys do have a stat block. Let me open it up because I made them. I made these like 2 months ago and I took care. So, they even have like they even have attacks. Okay, okay. You're solid. That was a 6. That was a 6, but let me see. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, no, that's still it's only a +2. Does not pick you up. Oh, hang on. Never mind. The passive perception is 14. Sorry. Yes, Evie, yes.
Why did you remove the smoke detector in my room?
Repeat that?
Why is there no smoke?
Sorry. Hua. So as you kind of pull to try and hide, you unfortunately make a little too much noise. The boots crunch on some of the dry leaves and branches. Fucking Charles. Okay. What? What's happening? Okay, okay, okay. This is what happened. Dan, you also rolled something. Tell me what you're doing so I can get all my ducks in a row here. Ori, I don't know what you're doing. Are we not on the map is open? Oh, just oh, that's what I was trying to do. Oh, okay. Let's switch this over. Over here. I think that's what you meant. Okay. So, as you tried to sneak up, Dan, you haven't told me what you were doing. All right, you. As you two are like, I'm a hide now. Please roll me a performance, and Balor, I need you to roll me another stealth at disadvantage to see if you can pull off. Girly pop. Okay, so you manage by some blasted miracle, because you rolled high both times, to get up against the wall out of sight as the guard looks over. Just one is looking down over and does not see you. As he looks up, what did she rolled a nat 1? So he can't really see her through the trees. He sees something. He's kind of like squinting. He's like, "Hey, Edward, do you see anything over there?" I think that is that a deer? Is an animal? I don't know. It's very, very white. I'm over to try and see. Yeah, I see something. It looks like it just looks pale. Oh, okay. What do you look like? All right. So amending. They see the pops of the red coming through. But they are trying to like kind of see what it is. So that their focus is in that direction. And all right, you can try that. I will also say that Azure, you will have made your way up the stairs just as this is happening. So let's see if to see if Balor succeeds or fails. Roll it. My goodness. That doth that doth not. Uh-huh. You, you, sir, do not hit. But they now. Okay. All right, go for your second until they can react. On that second, on that second hit, that that does hit. So Azure, as you're kind of walking up the stairs, you just see a whip kind of like swish by while one of the guards kind of throws themselves back. Like what the fuck? While the as the other leans in to see, the whip comes back, he pulls them and yanks them off of the just the one. Yeah. It has a specific color, so yes, it's purple and green. Dale at this at advantage, I believe. That hits. So 33. Okie dokie. I will roll that in a moment. You have to roll damage on your whip. 9. Okay, so suddenly I don't feel too bad about this. As you throw the knife in the guard's back, you see him take the full blunt of that hit, kind of fall forward and down, but he is still alive. By all means. No, though he is prone, so it is. Seven, 10, 11. 13 doth not hit. It happens. he, you see, you do see him trying to like claw himself back up from the ground. Where you have embedded the knife is a particularly difficult place to reach. Oh, so he's just in pain, pobrecito. He took 11 points of damage when he fell. Balor. But that did kind of knock him out a bit. So just because someone isn't dead doesn't mean they can move. I'm just saying. That's my thing. Yeah. What?
Can you check my temperature?
You're not. Okay. As this is not like a full and we need to call for initiative as they are, you guys did get them, you have incapacitated both of these men. Silence, no, but incapacitated, yes. What are the others out in the woods doing? As you can see this scene from up there, from where you're at. One of them, the one farthest to the left, is kind of can see someone walking up, but from where they are, the branches are slightly cloaking your visage. All right. No, you're good, dude. You're good. You're doing great. This is creative. Roll me the performance with advantage since you are adding prestidigitation. What's the modifier for the 9? That's not that bad. This one kind of starts to lean over. Miss? Miss, are you lost? Yes. For that one, yes. Oh, okay. With a 16, you see that the gentleman you're speaking to has relaxation. Do you know anything about relaxation? Maybe it's her aromatherapy girl? Do you do the aromatherapy? Oh. Then... Well, we weren't told anything, so just come in and we'll figure it out. The other guard, as you're kind of walking up, does for a moment stop. That's the second person to get here today. Are we supposed to be waiting for something? That was the captain, and this was here for the mistress of the house. What, dude? Above our pay grade. Just step in the foyer. They'll direct you. As you two make it into the house. Ori and Dan, what are we doing as we hide and our friends have somehow shenanigans? Some of your friends have shenanigans their way into the house.
Guy that falls, and I'm gonna take my rapier and I'm gonna double tap him just to make sure he's dead.
Okay.
So just like straight through the chest, just take the rapier and just plunge it.
Hang on, guys. Stop for a second. My audio didn't pick you guys up for the first talk. It just started picking you guys up right now. I just saw it click. I hate this goddamn system. Okay. I'm gonna have to write a recap of everything that happened right now, but we are all in. We have 2 in the house, 3 outside. They shenanigan their way. I will write up a recap for this. But this is not happening. All right, continue.
But I'll go up and double tap the guy that Balor yanked off the roof with the rapier, just to make sure that he's dead. Don't want someone crawling their way into the house gasping for air. And then I guess I'll see where they've teleported up to, and I'm gonna Misty Step up to the top of the tower.
Go for it.
So, with the rapier to hit on the guy that's downed, it's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Three damage.
What is with all these ones?
I rolled a nat 1 and then a 1 on the damage. Thank God I rolled an advantage because he's prone. But I'll just stab him. I only get one attack, and then I'll bonus action Misty Step up to the top of the tower.
All right. As you get to the top of the tower, Dan.
I'll go up to the dude that's and check if he has anything on him. Or a dirty 20. See if there's anything in his pockets. Keys, bells.
You find a couple of coin. You find a dagger, too. You probably do find his flask and a gold ring.
Lucky with his family, he's not gonna go back to that much. Alright, I'll just get the stuff, and then I'll continue around back since this was supposed to be a stealthy operation to find a specific person. Let's see what I can see through these windows or something as I make my way to the back. Find maybe an alternate entrance.
Roll me perception. What's your passive? Okay, well, with a 24, you can see into the house, and I will show you what you can see from where you are. And I can open up more. Guys, I'm gonna place you guys so that we all know where everybody's at. You're somewhere over here. Dan, you were somewhere out here. Liora, you would be in the entrance. Ori, you're also up here. And to erase. So what you're seeing through those windows, and if you look at the others, you see a bit more. You see a library, and then a study. Everything kind of following a weird, like, progressive color scheme that tends to match more of what's happening outside if there were more color, as opposed to all of the dead around this manor. You do see that the doors are open. You notice one or two guards walking up and down the hallways.
I'll just literally go here to the back, see if anything catches my eye.
Alright, as you move to the back, I'll come over here for a bit. For the three up in the tower, what's happening?
How's the one guy looking?
He's looking like he's not enjoying his time on the floor, wounded and beaten.
I just walk over and I Eldritch Blast him.
How loud is Eldritch Blast? I'm gonna ask.
It just says a crackling energy, so I don't know
Probably
what
a
that
lot
would
louder
be.
than me. Probably a lot louder than me slitting his throat.
Yeah, because it is force damage, so like force damage is like a boom, typically.
It might depend on the patron too, because like how it comes out, it might be different kinds of.
Yeah. Well, then you slit his throat.
Well, that was the plan in the first place. Of course, you have to just run up and try to boom things, and then we.
Well, you
Now
didn't
we're
tell
on
us
the-
you were going in.
Wait. So you're saying that somebody who is dressed like, talks like, and looks like an individual What else
Well,
were
we
they
never
going
really
to do?
discussed the. We didn't discuss the plan with the rest of us that don't dress like, is you.
Well, my goal was to get as much of the opposition out of the way before you tried to enter, and that didn't last. You all made a lot of noise.
I didn't.
Let the
The
record
guy
show
falling did.
that I was waiting until I saw the action pop off, and then I felt the need to not sit in a bush any longer.
Well, then, I think we're all right.
Wait, where's Dan?
He was in the bush with me. Not sure where he went after I stabbed the guy that you threw over the ledge. And Liora, uh, I think she went through the front door.
Wait, what? She
This is
went
why we
through the.
I
should have
don't.
discussed before we did anything.
Now, to be honest, I did say that I was going to go scout. You did not let me scout. You made
We're on a
noise.
very strict timetable right now. So if you want, you can scout now.
Well, now everybody knows we're here.
Well, no, I think. Can
Well,
I
that
roll a
guy's not
perception to
talking because
see?
he has another hole in his mouth, so I don't think he's talking. That guy,
Sorry.
I just
He just kind of looks down at him and he goes, "Oh, sorry, darling. I guess you do have to go." And he'll peer at a spectral blade and slit his throat.
Can I
what's
roll
that
a
guy
By
perception?
wearing?
Ezekiel. They're wearing
What's
like
Ezekiel?
the dark pants with kind of like a light gray button, but the buttons seem to be these little like it's like a rope loop around thing.
He's got blood all over it now, so
No. Now, come on. If I'm going to cut somebody's throat, I'm going to make sure that it's aimed properly in order to make sure that I don't do any sort of blood on the what would be considered useful materials that we could have. I am a professional, unlike some people that we've seen in this place. So if you'd like to use the garments, you can. However, I have a feeling you don't look like Ezekiel.
no, not my style.
Or whoever you threw over the edge. Which I'm hoping, at least if you threw them over the edge, you threw them in a bush. You can just leave them out in the open to be found by a roaming guard. And Azure will look over the edge. I'm guessing it's laying right there.
Or did you make sure he was dead before you came up?
I stabbed him and he didn't move.
Yeah, good enough for me.
Let's just get this over with.
Oh, this is great. Liora. You are in.
Yes.
You make it into the foyer, and notice there is no commotion. Whatever is happening up at the tower seems to be contained at the top of the tower for now.
Awesome.
You see you see one guard there. He's staring at you, like, excuse me, miss. The guard behind you is like, she's here for the mistress of the house. She's gonna do aromatherapy or something. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't actually know anybody was showing up here. Let me go get the mistress.
Thank you very much.
You see the guard move upstairs. What do you do?
For now, Liora will just double check herself, make sure she's not as dirty from falling onto the ground and all that other jazz, because she had a plan and now it's like, okay, just keep going. Fuck. But she's gonna look around and like just see if anything of note on the walls, or just
On the walls seems to be a couple of paintings, a crest, this statue of a bird. Appears to look like a type of hawk. As
is it
you-
doing anything, or is it just
No.
kind of?
It's just a statue.
Okay.
As you are waiting for them to return, Dan, how would you have continued to try and look in through windows, or how are we moving?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can find a guy that matches the description based off the captain ladies. Seeing what I can get of interest.
If you were to go all the way around, you see that there are a couple guards outside on like a patio. Inside you peer into what appears to be a grand ballroom, or maybe a chapel of some kind. Stained glass windows lining the outside, all these same multicolors that you are so used to seeing in Lala Land and Suniva just litter the windows. You do catch a glimpse that there is a balcony on the second floor, and a man kind of walks out for a moment who doesn't look like the guards before walking back inside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out for a bit, see what develops.
All right. So for the three who were in the tower, which way would you go after just dealing with the Ezekiel and Henry?
Well, knowing that we have a wizard whose mentality is not to double check to make sure that the person is dead, Azure will lean over. Even if that thing is not moving, I'm going to throw a spectral blade straight into its back, making sure.
If he wasn't dead before, he's sure as heck dead now.
That's the point. Anyway, well, now we can move on. Shall we? I believe I should probably lead. You two are very not known, and at least until we get to a spot where I haven't been seen yet, I can't really use you all as bodyguards. And this is probably not going to work well for bodyguard. And he kind of wiggles his fingers around all of not Balor, who's the other one? My brain's not working. Ori.
Well, if need be, I can just fade out of this plane temporarily.
Well, I just mean you're not really bodyguard material. You'd find yourself in a library or high tower.
Yes, that's if we hear people coming and I need to get out of here, I'll just simply not exist for a moment.
It's actually quite useful. And you just don't talk. Please.
He'll give
It's
a
better
thumbs
that-
up.
It's better that
And
way,
as soon as he turns around, it's like
You'll have your time, I promise. It's not right now.
Just
And I'll
lean
walk
over
down
to
the
Ori. He doesn't know who he's talking to, does he?
I'll walk down the stairs and back through the door. And before I walk through the door, you just see me kind of place a finger and hold back as I walk through the door. And I will be very vocal.
Above table, is there a guy on the stairwell?
Well, he went
In that
upstairs.
room?
He went upstairs to get the
Oh, okay.
mistress.
Yeah. We took care of both of those.
There's the one guard right there.
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
yeah,
know if he was in the.
Oh no, that's the dead one. That's sorry, I should mark him dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna walk back through where I came in, and then through to the first guard, knowing that he's standing there between the two. Darling, it's been a while. I'm drinking a little bit. As you can see, I apologize. I don't remember your name. You all look alike.
Yeah, that's the whole point. We're supposed to look uniform, but Jake.
Jake, it's wonderful to meet you. Do you know where the master is?
Yeah, he's up in his study.
Would you be a doll and point me the direction? It's been a while since I've been in the vicinity.
That drunk already? Yeah, just go up the stairs, and it should be up. And he gives you like a detailed direction to how to get up to the study.
Excellent. And he kind of grabs his flask and he kind of tilts it and tingles it and makes sure that it's very empty. You wouldn't be a doll and go get me another one, would you?
Yeah, I got time. It's better than just walking
Excellent.
back and forth.
Thank you. Yes, appreciate it. And then he'll take another swig and then hand it to Jake.
Jake takes it and goes up the way he was headed, and heads down another hallway, presumably to the kitchen.
Excellent. While that happens, I'll open the door. All right. Now you're a bodyguard. Can you make that work? I found the full explanation of where we need to go, and now we just need to do this safely. At least you don't talk. Maybe he'll at least follow directions this way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Shall we?
As you guys, do
Good
you
friend.
guys follow?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I will head in the directions that he described with my new bodyguard and strange robed friend.
Right. As you guys go back into the foyer, as this is the way to go up the stairs, you see Liora.
Where have you been, darling?
Shh. I think in all fairness, I think everyone would have noticed that Liora was changed into a different outfit and like person look.
Oh, I mean, yes, but I need you to follow us.
For that reason, you go find the lord of the house. I'll handle the lady.
Well, I already know where the Lord of the House is.
Well, then go
No.
take care of it.
I have to go up the stairs, and if that's where the lady's at, then I'm going to see her too.
Well, they should be coming back any moment with the lady, so maybe hide for now.
You're telling them to hide, trying to rush her, like, no, conflicting plans. I have my plan, you have yours. The guard does come back. He's like, oh, she said for you just to go right up. She's in her bedroom.
Sorry, this is my first time here. Can you show me where that is, please?
Yeah, sure. He does spot the captain. New friends?
New help.
Just try to say hi.
Okay, miss, follow me. He goes up. same way that would lead to the study. As I move us to the second floor map, please still be popular. Okay, I was like, still makes sense. Okie doke.
I do like the fog of war in this one. It's quite impressive. Ah,
I
all
said-
right.
Ori. I'm gonna grab you guys here. Alright. Dan, as everybody is upstairs, Dan, Stan, where would you have stayed outside from your, because if you were going to the back, you would not, from your vantage point, you would have seen or heard just a little bit more movement in the house.
Wait, so there's 3 stories, right?
Yeah, so the third story is the towers.
I guess I would just climb up the wall and see what I see in the second story. It's like a wall running.
Spider climbing the walls. As you climb the walls, I will then see you were kind of in the back, so I will open up this area. You see a large bedroom and which a sort of like common room close by. She's invisible. Give me a second. Yeah, she's over here. Ah. You see a woman very finely dressed, kind of pacing back and forth in the bedroom. You see a couple guards, they seem to be playing cards at a table. If you had would you have gone all the way around or just stayed in this corner?
I would have started see what's down.
Let's see what appears to be a lavatory. And we put it here. A room that's clearly a child's room. A child with a little girl and
You're
a
muted.
guard. You would see a child's room if you kept going around with a child and a guard inside. And the last that you would see would be the study. And the man you had seen walk out on the balcony at one point. Then in.
Okay, I probably would have made my back forward this way. There's that lady there. That looks kind of annoying. And just wait for now.
Okey-dokey. Ori, Balor, and Azure, you see Liora being led very straightly down the hall. Would you have waited for them to get a little farther?
Based on her conversation, yes.
Got it. Liora, you would have been led through. This is a very long hallway. You see portraits of different, what are clearly descendants lining the walls. As you come around, the guard doesn't seem to talk too much. He seems just very matter of fact. I have to get stuff done type of person. But he leads you to the mistress's room. When you walk in, you see a woman in a very long, flowy, fine dress who's staring at you. You're not my usual girl.
Correct. I'm new. I was told I might be of service. I have some extra talents, so I thought I'd try to help.
I'm not one to say no to any kind of stress relief. So, by all means, do you need me on the bed, on the couch, or?
Would you prefer just a neck massage? Would you prefer a full body massage? Which would you prefer?
I would prefer a full body. I'll get into a robe.
Okay. And then she'll look away and give her some privacy.
She goes to her little place. And I will hold you here for a moment, Miss Ian. As you guys can now see her. You hear the sound of a door opening. How do we move?
I will take the directions of the guard. Did they say the first door on the left, first door on the right, or second door on the left,
They
first door on
said
the right?
to go down to go all the way around down the hall, to do the full U. At the end of the hall, at the end of the U is the study.
Oh, well then we will keep that moving around.
When we go past that first door, does it look like just a normal door, or is it like really reinforced or anything?
It looks like a normal door that is closed, but there does seem to be a guard, like, stationed at this door.
She'll wave and give a wink.
The door across the hall, is it normal door or really reinforced door?
Normal door, but
For the okay.
with no guard. Alright, as you guys move through. The guard that had walked Liora to the room is now stationed outside that door. As you walk by to the captain, he just looks over, like remember, have a good explanation for whatever it is. And I will open this up.
We'll be fine, darling. We'll be fine.
Okay. Trying to do this. There we go.
When we're out of earshot away from the guard, is there like a word in case things go wrong?
Oh, darling, things are going to go wrong as soon as we go through this door. That's
As long
okay.
as we're all on the same page.
All I need to do is make sure that when we go through this door, whoever's in this door stays in the door, and whoever's outside this door stays outside the door. If you can do that, then we'll be safe. Lock the door when we walk in.
Well, that's a bit easy. I can handle that.
Excellent. Then we should have no problem whatsoever.
Do we knock or just walk in?
Oh, I'm gonna just walk in if the door is open or unlocked.
All right. The door is unlocked as you just step in. Do the other two follow?
I will follow, but as we step through the door, 5 feet away from the door, I'm casting Wall of Force. And I can make it take up a 10-foot by 10-foot cube. I'm going to fill the entire hallway from after we step through to the door in that little area with a transparent barrier that no one can see, but nothing can get through it. So if anyone looks down the hall, they can see the door, but no one can get in.
Also, before we walk in, and it's like, do you think Liora is fine by herself? And who knows where the hell Dan is?
As far as I can see, no matter what, we've gained the element of surprise, which means nobody realizes we're here. If things go south, they shouldn't be able to get in. So the most we're dealing with is whoever's in this room. And this master doesn't feel like too threatening.
As you guys.
All right, I step in after after Ori does his thing,
And you seem like a capable individual, though your mouth gets you in trouble.
gets me out of it. Oh wait,
That
I'm not
is to
supposed
be
to.
That is to be determined. You can drop the charade at this point. Once we go through, I don't care. The shock and awe will be enough. We'll walk in.
All right. As you guys step
One-
through. Yes, one more thing.
I was going to say one last thing, because I can cast that as an action, and as my bonus action as I step through, I am going to ethereal fade into the ethereal plane,
Okay.
so that we also
don't
have
exist
another
at the moment.
element. I can still see everything, I just can't physically interact with anyone, and I can
Gotcha.
come out of that whenever I deem so, for
Gotcha.
Excellent.
within a minute.
Ori is invisible.
Also,
No, more than invisible, I don't exist in this plane, so if someone has the ability to see invisibility, they can't see me.
That is insane.
when we walk in and we see the master there, because it just automatically goes, I'm putting Hex on him.
Is that something he would
So he's
feel?
next.
Is that something he would feel once it hits him? Honestly.
I am doing it as we open the door, and it's just a cold chill. Ooh.
All right. As
So
you walk
he's
in,
hexed.
you do see him like roll his like shoulder. Like, what the fuck?
Because I will do the kind of the cold chill thing as I walk in. And I'm going to say he has disadvantage checks on Constitution saving throws. Con.
All right. Does anyone else have something they want to do before I continue?
Yeah. If I'm allowed to, I'm going to
Yes.
walk up behind the guard, kind of place my hands on his shoulders as if I've seen him before.
Okay. Yeah, you can totally do that. They both. He stands up, wants you to enter. Marcellus stays at his desk, but he does kind of put his pen down and sees you walk through. Say, kind of greet the guard. Put your hands on his shoulder.
It's more of like the like lush, like drops hands over shoulder, kind of leans on him a little bit.
Is there a reason that you're here and not on the ship?
What do you mean? Why else wouldn't I be here if I didn't solve the puzzle?
Solve the puzzle. Do you think that word hasn't reached me? Do you think I don't know?
What, that I lost the ship and that
Yes.
I'm back here trying to get better? I mean, I knew where to come back to.
You know who that shipment was for, man.
I do. And I'm hoping you can protect me like you always have.
I have always protected you, but I don't know if I can. I can't protect myself from this motherfucker. I couldn't protect...
As he says that, the spectral blade is going to appear in the captain's hand and slit this guard's throat
Oof.
as he just kind of leans off.
Poor Guardy. As you...
I can roll damage if you'd like, but it's gonna be.
I'm trying to think of some... Roll me a dex. Actually, roll me a dex check. Because this would be very, like, quick hand work.
Oh, quick hand work. So sleight of hand.
Oh, there you go.
Do you want me to roll it, or do you just want me to tell you what my passive is?
What's your passive?
28.
Oh, yeah, you're good. So yeah, you are able to slice his throat easy. He kind of just holds and falls down.
Yeah,
Either way, you rolled a 30 fucking 8. So like either freaking way. As you slice
that was fun.
as you slit his throat and he kind of falls, Marcellus does get up quickly, dagger in hand.
Please sit down. Oh, darling.
Hold
you said that.
Hold person.
What is as a disadvantage con, right?
He has to
Is it wisdom
make
or
a
charisma?
wisdom save of
Why don't you
19.
cast that as your
I don't know.
amateurs?
I got double
I think I
twos.
said.
I got double
Hex
twos. How the
is Hex for checks or saves?
Checks. I thought it was saves.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
saves
so-
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that.
They must have changed. I always thought it was
Either.
saves.
Either
No,
way,
it's
two.
checks. I think that's what the big ones usually do is like you can hit them with like strength so they can't ungrapple, or you hit them with
Okay.
wisdom so they can't
Okay.
perceive as well.
Okay, well he's paralyzed.
Well, this was fun.
Can he speak?
Yeah.
I think so.
You got to check.
Well,
one
yeah,
person
Yeah,
in
he
a
just
minute.
can't move.
Okay.
Yeah, he can still speak.
Okay.
I do suggest though that you don't scream. My friend here has a knack for removing tongues, so quiet, please. We have a lot to talk about.
Looks like we do. All these guards for nothing, right? And as
Kind of.
look, I'll talk. I'm not. Can I sit? Can you make it so I can at least sit?
No, because if I drop this, you're able to move. So it's not rude if you stand. But I will go up and I will remove the dagger from his hand.
Careful with that.
You don't have to worry about careful with that. You should be careful with him.
I guess this is gonna happen eventually, so here we are.
And I'll walk over, pull out the chair in front of the study, or in front of the desk, prop my feet up on the table. So I'm going to assume you understand what predicament you're in is.
I think I got a vague idea.
At this point, Balor, you can talk. I don't really need to say much.
Well, before you do the inevitable, I'd like to ask him some questions, but I'll let you go first.
Above table? This is over a month? I don't remember what questions I was going to ask.
You are, the questions where you wanted to find out more, like, you guys wanted to find out more about Shelby, where the shipments are going, because you're trying to find his manor.
Right. So, your ledger, where Shelby's wanting these shipments, things like that. I'm sure you have something laying around here.
Yeah, I got the fixed ledgers. They're in the bottom drawer. Gotta knock on it 6 times, but the 6 has to have a 3-second separation from the 5th.
Can I insight check him to see if he's lying or if it's a setup?
Insight check him.
9.
From what you're gathering, he's being honest. You're welcome to question.
I do understand that if you did lie to my friend, as he does this, you won't have a throat. Oh, no, that's not true. You have a throat. Maybe not a finger or two.
You guys broke into my house. Both my kids are home. I am not.
And they
gonna
have no
fight you.
idea.
No one knows you're in here, so I'm not gonna.
Nobody
alert
has
them.
to. Give us what we need, and we'll vanish as fast as we've arrived.
At that, I'm gonna hold you guys
Sure.
and check in with our other players. Dan,
Go for it.
I'm building suspense. Well, how are we moving outside, Dan? You do see you do. You're not in a place where you can see into the the lady's bedroom, but you can see into the little common room from where you're at.
Like I would have seen Liora, you mean?
Yeah, you would have already seen Liora.
I mean, I don't got much to do. I'll just wait what she's doing in there.
All right, Liora. The young mistress walks out in a kind of very silky pinkish robe, and she just kind of walks over and lays on the bed.
My lady, do you have any allergies that I should be aware of?
Oh no, I was given no, I was given the proper medication as a child so that I never have to get an allergy.
Alrighty.
Husbands don't
For
like
my next,
sniffly wives.
well, it should be your choice, not his. But I digress. Regarding, I was told you're trying to relieve some stress. Is it more mental stress? Is it more like physical stress on your body?
If you can remove my husband, then there's all of my stress. But I think I
Gotcha.
carry it mostly on the shoulders and upper back.
In that case, I'd like to use sweet almond, lavender, and maybe a hint of sandalwood. Any objections?
Sounds lovely.
Sounds good. Go ahead and lay down, and I will wash my hands and get that all set up.
She lays down, you're able to get yourself set up. I will ask above table. Is there anything outside of distraction that you're trying to accomplish with speaking with the mistress of the house?
She would actually want to have the conversation with her, like just to see, like, not so much as a distraction, but like genuinely trying to hear what she wants to say. If maybe if venting would help her out a little bit.
Gotcha. All right. So as you are kind of working the knots out of her shoulders, she pipes up for a moment. Alma is. My name is Alma. I did give you my name.
Nice to meet you. Should I call you Lady Alma? I realize you're the lady at the house, so I don't know.
Formally, yes, it's Lady Alma. But Alma is fine for now. I've been called a lady my whole life, and I don't like it.
Nice to meet you, Alma.
Do you have
You
children?
can call me Lily for now.
Lily. Lovely.
I do not. Lily.
Lily. Like you're saying Leelee?
Lili. Lily.
Oh, like my name, Lily. Okay.
Kind of like the shorter version.
Okay.
Not with a Y, though.
And she's just like, Lily, okay. Do you have children?
I do not. I wanted them, but not in the cards for me, unfortunately.
I have two beautiful blessings that drive me up a wall. And I have to hide them out in this tiny little home. This isn't even our usual house. This is the cabin. Our house is much more grand. I miss it. But Marcellus says we
Are you in
cannot be there. We cannot be there. We are in danger, he says.
I'm sorry, you and your children are in danger.
'Tis
How old are
his
the
fault.
kids?
6 and 8.
Very young.
Yes. But he had to get involved with... So I'm speaking too much.
Your secrets are safe with me.
It was easier when we had the girl here.
Which one?
Oh, the girl that we were loaned. She was a nanny of sorts. The kids loved her. I miss her already. She's only here for a few weeks, but there was peace, and I slept.
Sleep makes a huge difference, especially when you have kids.
As you say that, we move over. Back to the interrogation.
How long would we have been in the room so far, by the way?
It's been maybe 10 minutes. You haven't been in the room for too long.
Okay, then at that case, I can't be out of the material plane for that long. So at some point, I would have, while in the ethereal plane, walked through him to give him even more chills, and then would have faded into, back into the material plane behind him, where he still doesn't know that I'm here.
He does, like, see you walk through him. He's like, you magic users. Ugh.
Anyway. Will you please open that? One of you.
I knock
Yes, I
6 times. Does it open?
Did you knock 6 times consecutively?
Yes.
No.
Oh, you dumbass.
Well, I did whatever he said.
Knock 6 times, three times, hold for 5 seconds, then knock the more 3.
However he said to do it, I did it.
Okay. Follow simple instructions. All right. As you throw the last knock after doing it correctly, the door kind of pops open.
H hand to pick it up and set it on the desk.
On the desk, a ledger falls, heavy, thick, and leather just kind of makes that very large sound on the wood. Marcellus, who can't move, just like, that has all of the ships and the amounts of cargoes and the rotation of the ports. We're rotating them. We drop some off, picks them up, then the next one drops some off, picks them up.
You control this all.
Now he has men like me in every port, in every nation. I'm just the one on the side of Geneva. He has another on the east side.
Do you have a name?
I think he's working with the Blackburns.
Have you met them?
Met their son once. Kind of slimy kid. But I do know one of their ports got blown a couple weeks back. He has a port. He has a port in Lala Land that kind of feeds the river that leads directly to his current. Someone, I don't know, apparently some like black hole hit it. So they're scrambling. I don't even think they're on the east side. I don't even know if they're alive. If Shelby got his hands on them.
So this ledger's just goods, right?
Yeah. It also has the added benefit. If you look on the, go to the middle, kind of like the 30th page, and go down to the bit. I managed to get his actual address to where these are going. They're all landing in 6 different places around the world. But certain shipments were sent to his private residence.
That's well and all, but a little birdie told me there's other activities you deal in. Besides the trades of goods, I heard you deal in flesh, people.
I don't fucking do that, man. I don't traffic. That's not. You see this look of like genuine disgust kind of cross this man's face. So, as he looks at Balor, wait a minute, you're not the rats? You're here for the girl.
I've been called a lot of things, but I've never been called a rat before.
You're here for the girl.
He's actually quite quiet when you ask him to be.
Where is she?
I wanted no part in this, man. I didn't know what was happening. They showed up in the middle of the night. They dropped some girl off. They told me I have to keep her here.
The knife just goes down in front of him.
He can't move.
No, at this point, you have...
Yeah, no, but it's a fear
tactic.
tactic.
At this point, you have some very, very simple instructions that you need to provide us. I am not one to attack or injure or affect a child's life. And I would hate for yours to lose a father.
So you're going to explain everything.
I will explain. A couple of weeks back, about a month and some, it was before winter solstice, they show up with this girl. Small, she had like green swirls, pinkish skin, brown hair. Very, very nice. She said her name was Linnea. They said I had to keep her here. That it was just like the shipments, that someone would be around to pick her up later. I said no. I didn't like it. My brother and me, we told him this isn't what we do. We don't fucking do this. This isn't our thing. But they said if we didn't, we had to agree. So we agreed. I gave her a room. I told my wife she was the new nanny, the governess. The kids adored her. She made them clothes. We sent out for more material for her. She was the sweetest thing. Her and Holden got along so well. No one gets along with Holden. And we thought maybe he forgot about her. She was here for a while. We thought that, you know what, maybe he forgot and she can just stay here where she's safe. Because I don't know what the fuck he wants with her. She was a school teacher. What the fuck does he want with a school teacher?
So, who brought her? And who took her? When? And where did they go?
Xander Xander and Warren showed up with some girl all dressed in red. They kind of just threw her there, and that's just one of his circle. I have to listen to it. I am outranked there. And she, like I said, she was here for a bit, but we tried to help her escape.
He's still
Insight check.
Insight check. Dale, dale, dale. Wait, you are too emotional right now. You are too emotional right now to think clearly.
Last night it was 6s, and now it is 9s.
I have a passive insight of 16. Am I able to?
What are you trying to garner? Or
I'm trying to tell if he actually tried to help her escape and if he's telling the truth about who picked
Everything.
her up and whatnot.
what you're picking up is that yes, he is being honest, and something in how he says we tried to help her escape. You see more sorrow color his expression.
Balor, as much as I wish that this slimy piece of shit was lying, so we had more of an excuse to be a bit more extreme, he is telling the truth as far as I can tell.
Like I said, we tried to help her escape. Me and Holden had a plan. He reached out to the rats. We were going to take her down to the sewers. They were going to take her. They're going to help her get back to wherever the heck she's from. She said someone was either on their way to get her. She was sure of it. I heard her talking to my kids once. Mentioned somebody who was blonde. I'm assuming that's you. But when Holden and I went down there to take her ourselves, Xander was waiting for us. Only he didn't have Warren. He had Pharaoh. He had the giant Goliath of a man. We tried to reason with him, tried to bar that she was just an innocent kid, didn't need to be involved in anything, but when they tried to grab her, Holden got in the way, and Pharaoh didn't hold back, and he crushed my brother in front of Linnea. The last thing I saw before they knocked me out was Pharaoh dragging her as she screamed over Holden's body.
How long ago?
This was maybe three weeks ago.
Does the timeline add up?
Yes, around the time that this would have happened would have been when you guys blew up the boat.
I release the hold person.
You see him just kind of drop into his chair.
Please be quiet.
Look, I tried to help, but you can't fight a man like him. At least not alone.
What about if you could?
Then I hope whoever is that strong takes him out. I don't want to be involved in this shit. I got grandfathered in by my own parents. But I do have the same people that could have gotten her out, could get you to her. I gave them the address as soon as she was gone. I gave the rats everything I had, but they said that retribution might still come my way, depending on the information. I can lead you down there. And they should be able to get you to her. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what he wants all this shit for. I don't know why suddenly he's kidnapping people so out in the open. But I don't want any part of it. And if I can help you guys get further along, if one of you is strong enough to kill him, please save us from this bullshit.
I take the ledger, by the way.
No, of course.
I have a few questions of my own, if I may.
Yeah, I'll answer anything.
I'm going to step forward and I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. And I'm going to create a shoulders up bust of my dear friend that stabbed my partner. Who is this? This white-horned...
That's Mags. That's one of his inner circle.
You wouldn't happen to have any information about her, would you?
She's very shifty, difficult to catch. Bitch's got 9 lives or something. She can never.
I'll just have to stab her.
She never turns down a fight. Proper challenge. Some of my men have gotten in a tussle with her. They shouldn't have.
Good to know. When was the last time you saw her?
See her a couple months back, but I did. One of the last things I heard outside of Linnea's screamings was that Mags was going to kill them once they got her back there. So wherever they took her, is where likely she's at.
What a wonderful coincidence. Well, do you have any more questions, Balor? Azure?
I'm good. If we find out you lied to us, whatever Shelby would do to you, it'd be worse.
He just has his hands on the desk, just trying to breathe. No trouble for me. Just let me lead you down that way. If you follow me, I can take you down to the sewers. This is just the 3 of you.
Ooh.
No. There's no
There are
reason to
more.
hide it anymore. One of our allies is currently with your wife. And
But not in that way.
Immediate, what? Is my wife in
she's
danger?
not harming her.
Oh.
No. She's, in fact, probably the safest person here right now.
Okay,
But, to piggyback off what they both said, if you fuck us over in any way, have you ever experienced the empty, cold expanse of space?
I cannot say that I have.
Keep it that way.
If y'all are the group going up to get that girl and fight Shelby, I think we might actually have a chance. Y'all are scary. And he looks over at his guard. I will deal with that. I'll send money to his family or something.
There's 2 more in the tower over there. Were in the tower.
I'm gonna have to call my coin master. As he starts to lead you guys out, do you guys follow? It's up to you.
Yes.
Yes, we'll follow.
Yes.
Alrighty. real quickly. Dan, are you still just hanging outside?
Peeping Tom.
Oh yeah, just in case something happens.
I feel
I
bad.
feel bad.
You just hung outside the whole time. All right, Liora. Around this time, you would have finished up your massage. The conversation was a lot of household issues. My husband doesn't listen to me. My kids run around too much. I can't be in the height of fashion here because the weather is terrible. She's clearly a born and raised socialite.
Hopefully you'll leave very soon, and then you can do what you want.
You're funny. I just wish I could go back to my home. I would love to go visit Lavender City again. We have an apartment there.
What's it like?
Lavender City. Oh, it's so beautiful. The cobblestone streets are so smooth. The houses all beautifully lined. All of them in similar shades of purple. Purple is the color of the city. I adore it. It is the city of high society.
I haven't been there yet.
You definitely give it a try. They have a good scene for those who aren't of noble birth. She says this
Thank you.
very matter of factly, but it comes from a person who's clearly just ignorant of it.
I don't think Liora would want to be known anyway, so it's okay.
Can I? How much do you charge so I may pay you?
On the house, no worries. In fact, I actually want to give you a gift, if I may. Can I go to my bag really quick?
Of course.
She's actually going to take her winged boots and give them to the lady. If you ever need this, these can help you fly for an hour if you need to get yourself and your kids somewhere safe, if something goes wrong. I can't hear you.
I've never had someone give me a massage and then give me a gift. This is most
First time for
peculiar.
everything.
Well, you must be a blessing from the tides.
Who knows?
I wish to invite you for tea, but unfortunately, it is my daughter's lesson time, and I must go meet with her. But do you stop by the kitchen and pop in for a snack? They always give a good luncheon meal to any of the service helpers. If you'll excuse me.
Thank you very much. Best of luck.
And she heads out. You guys see her. Those of you in the hallway see a woman in a kind of a long, glittery, mauve dress pass you. She stops and just kind of lowers her head to Marcellus before going into a room.
Oh, that couldn't have went any better. I was told she doesn't like me. Well, doesn't like the captain.
Yeah, she doesn't. She usually throws a fucking fit. Why does she look so relaxed?
I told you
said.
she was safer than anyone else here.
Friend's very good at what she does.
Go get her. Like they all shut up or what?
No, they saw her leave and go into the kids' room, but now they're headed up. Liora, would you have stepped out of the room, or would you have stayed in there?
No, she would have stepped out. Would she have seen anyone she knew, or just?
This is one of those convenient things that as you step out, you see Marcellus and your friends just come around the corner. Dan, from your vantage point, from the window and that door being open, you do kind of get a glimpse of them all kind of walk past together.
I'll just climb in then and just follow behind him.
The other guard's like, the fuck?
You really should work on your security force.
Yeah, clearly I should. He like whacks Flavian on the side of the head, and just moves. Grab your friends. He looks at the other guard.
we found the
Follow
rest.
me. He looks at the guard. Follow me too. Come on.
If you all don't mind the sewers.
Where are we going to Sorcerer?
The sewers. Well,
Rat hunting.
yes, apparently we were known as rats. At least that's what he thought we were.
You guys.
I keep confuse you guys for a group of rats or like some other people or what?
Apparently the rats were going to smuggle out Linnea, but
Oh,
Shelby's men showed up. So we're meeting up with the rats, allegedly.
well, I didn't know you guys were interested in meeting them.
Well, we didn't know about him until 5 minutes ago.
Wait, so Dan knew about the rats the whole time?
Yeah, I know who they are. I'm part of them.
That's why we should plan stuff. Or have a conversation.
Yeah, but you said it was weeks ago, so we would have missed them anyways. But it'd be nice to know what they're up to now, though. Maybe your plans line up.
I could hear a pin drop in the quietness of this place right now.
We can change that.
I mean, I prefer
No.
to be a lot quieter than some.
No, I think we have all we need here.
Excellent. See, and not much bloodshed was needed. The exact amount.
As you guys are led out, there's a moment where Marcellus leads you guys like on a little roundabout to a kitchen, and you see very quickly he grabs some things, puts them in a bag for you guys, just like in case you guys need provisions or something. Usually like a bag with some cheeses, some delis, like fruits, things like that, crackers, and some water.
Thank you very much.
That's Benji for you.
Who's Benji? Yeah, that I guess that is Benji for you. Benji made the bag super fast for Marcellus and handed it to you guys. Benji's the cook, or at least he is now. All right. As you guys are led out, you are led kind of down to the lowest level of this manor. And with that, we'll finish this up and then we'll take the break. Okay, let me add all the people. Que me falta? Dan, thank you. And Marcellus.
He's already there.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay, cool. See, I did set these maps. Oh, God.
We just weren't.
You're so
He just
credit.
wasn't expecting us to do what we just did. That's all.
That's literally what it was. Alright. So, no, yeah, there was a whole fight to get down here that I had planned for you guys. I love how you did it, though. It was so much more fun. Alright. Marcellus leads you guys down to this basement. A few of his men are there. They quickly stand up, but they look a little wobbly. He shakes his head like, they think I don't know that they come down here to get drunk off the wine.
Oh, this is where you hide all the good stuff. Excellent. You there. Fetch me a glass.
Marcellus
Can we
nods.
take a bottle to go?
If you guys could take a barrel to go, if you could take it. One of the guards rushes to grab a like mead mug thing, uncorks one of the barrels, clocks it, and hands it over to Azure. And anyone else? Oh. Same thing. Anyone who wants a drink gets one.
Scanning the bottles, is there any just liquor?
You see Black Kraken, you see fairy wine, you see different types of what is called Suneven whiskey. Not Suneven, sorry, Suneven vodka, my bad. Whiskey is the Black Kraken.
I'd grab a bottle of that.
The
Is there
Suneven
anything
vodka.
from Zelenska?
There's two things from Zelenska. It is a mead that is in a big barrel for a bottle. You see what is some type of gin, is the best way I could describe it.
I get the gin.
All right, Evergreen's gin. All right, I'm gonna write what you guys have, because now I'm gonna forget.
So there's a whiskey?
The whiskey is the Black Kraken.
Okay. Why do I think that's a rum?
No, it was a whiskey. Because there is a rum called Black Kraken here in our real world. If I remember correctly.
It's rum.
She'll take whiskey.
Yeah, it's rum.
Yeah, Black Kraken's rum.
For Captain Morgan.
But in this world, there's probably a Captain Zen. If not, there's gonna be.
Here's a Sun James.
She's probably learn how to make it first.
Yeah.
All right, let me unfog this. As you guys are grabbing your spirits, Marcellus opens the door. Where did I place this thing? Marcellus opens the door to more crates, but this place looks even more abandoned. I don't know why the door looks weird here, but... Oh my goodness. Let's just do this. Reveal all. I'm fighting with this thing all the time. But as Marcellus does kind of do in as you guys grab your booze. Kind of walks you over to a solid wall. Does a couple of taps on the bricks. And in full diagonally style start to kind of break apart, roll into each other, and they kind of like unfurls another exit. He looks over at you all. It's this way.
Is there anything we should know about what's up ahead?
Well, they're very big on the eat the rich type. So if you play that up, they're usually kinder. Your friend there says he knows them, so he should know how to act. But just look. You have to talk to their current, not a captain. They don't have titles like that. But the person that they're listening to, I think her name is Sirena.
Thank you.
No problem. If you guys follow, do we follow so I can move people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. This place is clearly some kind of dungeon, as you see that there's remnants of skeletons, chains. but it looks like it hasn't been used in some time. Before you find your way to kind of what you assume is the bottom of the tower. You see a ladder kind of sticking out of a like buried hole. So you go down there. Should lead you to the easiest route. Just follow the canal. It will lead you to the sewer city. And she has the rats have a hideout there.
All right then. And you're joining us, correct?
I was hoping not to, but I will if needs be.
What do you all say? I feel we've gained enough information from him, but if we just let him go, he could start something up here.
I say let him go. Because if he starts something up here, the wrath will come for him.
As far as I could tell earlier, he did seem sincere in the fact that he didn't want to be part of this and he just wants to protect his family, so I think he will do the right thing here.
You see, we're not terrible people. We understand. Some things have to be done for a reason. If my compatriots or friends or whatever I call them today say that you're safe, then you're safe.
From us, at least.
Now, will they acknowledge a group of ragtag individuals running through the sewers, or do I need to have you as the conversation piece? You're muted.
Yeah, just say that you're here to talk with Sidena and that Marcellus sent you.
Take a bow, put the hat across the face, and as I bring the hat back up on top of my head, I look like Marcellus.
He's just like, that is freaky as hell. Neat trick, though.
It's one that's coming quite a good handy.
Marcellus steps back. He's like, there is another exit from where you're going, since they're going to lead you out, but if anything happens, just head back the same way.
Oh, before I go, or before you go, rather, I know this is an embarrassing thing to say, but I'm going to need that jacket.
Yeah, I have like 50 of these. My wife, and just like takes it off. She thinks that I need a different coat every day.
Well, looks better than a female's long coat, so this might make a little bit more sense walking in looking like you compared to looking like her. And I'll expect not to hand you the captain's long jacket. It might get you in a little bit of trouble, so I will have somebody else hold on to that.
I don't know how long whatever you did miss will hold on my wife.
And he'll kind of toss the jacket aside. If anybody wants to grab it, he's not going to carry it. That's too much stuff to carry.
Liora will carry it just for shits and giggles. You never know when you might need a captain's robe or coat.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And he'll kind of place the jacket over top.
As you take Marcellus's jacket, Liora, you take the other. Do you guys head down this ladder into these sewers?
Yep.
Yep.
Would somebody please place some light in here?
Does anyone have that?
I have dancing lights.
Yay.
Excellent.
So little, and they look like little stars.
Aw.
They float. They float. Whatever the patch of like the constant shifting, like space goo on my body is, they float out of that and just kind of move so that there's always one on top of us, in front of us, and behind us, so that we can see behind and in front.
Alright. So you guys climb down into the darkness illuminated by Ori's little stars. We will take our break. We'll be back in like max 10 minutes, guys. Alright, we're rolling. We're
Excellent.
The soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, Lord. Olay, 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 Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, Lord.
We have all we have bio breaked. We have gotten ice for my tea, which is very important. Okay, this is important. You don't understand how important this is. But last we left off with the party, they had gone down to the sewers. The sewers appear to be much larger than you anticipated. Very wide hallways, still a slightly tall ceiling. You're able to stand at your full heights. You see the canal does actually only go one way. It winds a little bit, but there are walkways along the very murky greenish water. There seems to be a light beneath that kind of floats up, intermingling a little with the lights that Ori has cast that give you an actual look around this tunnel or the sewer. There's graffiti on the walls. But aside from that, it isn't dirty or grimy. The water is icky and murky and has that distinct greenish hue, but the walls appear to be slightly well kept aside from the graffiti.
As we're walking, I just look at Ori. It kind of reminds us of home, right?
You know, it's a bit nicer than home, but
Yeah.
the only thing I think we're missing
Kinda-
is that horrendous cough I used to carry.
That is true.
As you guys move through, you start to see and hear movement, people, life. He did say that at the end of this canal would be a small sewer city. But as you're reaching, you guys start to hear something as it's being projected on some kind of sound system. It sounds like yelling and cheering and discussion before it quiets. And then you hear a single voice come through. And may you play it.
Look at us. Turn to those beside you, then look at all those around you in every direction. How different we are from shape, size, race, food, culture, tradition, and religion. Yet we all have one thing in common. We feel the weight we all have been forced to carry. A burden in which we never had the choice but to take on. To feed the greed of those who live in luxury and power, untouched. All while we suffer for their profit, as they do not lift a finger for us. It is Shelby and those in power. Their control, their words, their propaganda had us fighting one another for survival. So much to where we couldn't even realize who the true enemy was. Shelby! Those who line his pockets, those who control us, work us to the bone, sending ourselves and those we love to do his dirty work and fight his wars, to be slaughtered in his name so he may never stain his own hands. A debt we could never escape. But no more! Now is the time we put all of our differences aside, because all of us who are suffering under Shelby's boot are larger in number than those who protect him. Not only will this be for our freedom, but it will be for the freedom of our future children, so they may never feel the burden that we carry for so long. So they may thrive without feeling Shelby's foot on their neck. We not only fight for today, we fight for tomorrow. We will fight together so we may all breathe again. They call us vermin? They call us pests? Then we will be the rats within their walls they hate so much. Together we will not be silenced, and we will take back what is rightfully ours.
You guys hear this recording kind of come through these speakers that reach out into the sewer, where there is a giant opening leading to a small sewer city. And okay, at the top of the map I will place you. But Azure, that was your sister's voice you heard through those speakers.
He was always the better speaker. But it's good to see hear she's alive.
As you guys come around, yes.
Well, I was just gonna. You know that voice.
Of course. That is my sister.
But it looks like we have two people connected to the rats in some way. No.
I've never been called a rat. But... And my sister is the more talk first, then action. I kind of reversed that.
No, every coin has two sides.
It's a good sign, though. I guess I really don't have to hide. Though I'm not sure exactly who she's portraying here.
Does she not sound like herself?
We normally don't show our true form.
Fair.
Maybe she found a reason to.
It's not that we don't care to or worry about doing so. For most of us, it's considered not polite to show the true form of who we are.
Someone approaches you guys as you walk through the archway. I'm sorry, that's me moving you. Do you walk through the archway?
Yeah, that's fine.
As you guys move through, you do see kind of like a smaller dwarf walk over to you lot. Like, and who are you?
Do you not know who I am?
You look like someone, but I don't think I've seen it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys before? Are you recruits?
Am I a what?
A recruit.
Oh, a recruit. A supplier. A helping hand, if you must.
We share the same common interests.
We're on a mission.
Oh. Well, I've been put in charge of this here walkway, and I'm gonna discern if you guys are safe. Eh?
How can we discern that?
Well, that's easy. What do you think about the three queens?
Hearts, diamonds, and spades?
Were you supposed to get the goggles?
I'm gonna go in the morning.
Okay. Because I want some
I'm-
goggles.
I'm-
Pink
I will get you the goggles, Evie.
I
I will get you the goggles.
Are we supposed to say off with their head? Is that the key word here?
See.
I want to roll persuasion just to
Please,
bluff our way.
Pull me back in. Pull me back in.
I just want to
Above
bluff my
table.
way in.
Above table.
Above table. I know
The 28
basics-
persuasion.
I know the basics of the politics of this world, right?
Yeah.
Niv would have taught me.
Oh yeah, and you
That.
would have seen her like working.
Zelenska, we don't have one of the three queens isn't there, right?
No. You know that the three queens. Suniva has three queens.
Okay, then whatever Balor's gonna do, I guess I'll follow up with that. I don't know.
I'm just bullshitting.
What did you say with your 28?
What do you think about the three queens?
That they should be stripped of their power.
Oh my god. It's like we share a brain. That's exactly what I think.
Yeah, well, that's the safe answer. You have to say that.
Great
because
minds think
why else
alike.
would you be here? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're in charge of this walkway. Who's in charge of all of this? Because I want to tell them how great a job you're doing.
Oh, well, make sure to tell Saidana, because she's the one that tells everyone where they should go. We don't have leaders here, but somebody has to tell people where to go. It doesn't really make sense.
They picked the very best person for this spot right here.
Are you gonna tell her that? Because then I might actually get an assignment outside of guarding. I really want to go on a raid.
But do you?
What do you mean by
I
assignment?
want to.
Well, we get assignments. We're not just running around. Yeah, we're rats, but we're organized.
Yeah, what kind of assignment? Because I want to look this guy up to see like, is this if I get him on an assignment, is it just a death trap for this guy? Because I don't want to send him to his death.
You try. Oh, look. This looks like a child dwarf, like a teen dwarf.
You know,
Oh.
you. They put you here because this is your calling, and nobody could fill this void like you can. You're the first line of defense from back there. They wouldn't put a nobody here.
I mean,
They trusted
Totally.
you.
they did trust me.
Yeah.
Gabby doesn't know what she's talking about. I don't need to go on a raid to prove myself. Saidana is that way, and he just points in a straight direction.
And I just pat him on the shoulder like, you keep up that good work.
Does anyone else want to do anything before we move over the bridge?
Who's the lady on the speaker?
Oh. That's Scarlet. Isn't she
That's
cool?
it?
I was like, well, we only know her as Scarlet, but isn't she cool? She got
Yes.
she got the bravest mission of everybody.
And where would I find her to commend her on her brave adventure?
Well, we're not allowed to know where she went, but Saidena knows. She's the one that assigned it.
And where would we go to see her?
So you go that way and then take a left.
You're a very, very brave man to stand at the front, at the North Guard.
The north guard. Yeah, cause I'm up. I'm above. I'm up. I'm north. Yeah.
If I could provide just a little bit of constructive criticism, you're doing a great job. Maybe don't just like tell everybody everything that's like important that you've never met before.
Yeah. Well, if they're not safe, I'm not gonna say anything.
Exactly. See, because you're so great, you knew that you could trust us. But just that little bit of criticism.
You know, the thing you just exploited.
Yes. Because there's some bad people out there, but we're not any of them.
You leave this
Because you are a good judge of character.
Thank you, sir. I can't, you know, when I tell my brothers today, they're not gonna believe me, but it's true, and I'm excited. Thank you.
You know what? Maybe not talk about this because some people will probably shun your greatness. So you just keep
And
it.
make
Just
them jealous. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't deal with
exactly.
jealousy.
Exactly.
This
Azure's gonna walk off at this point.
This young boy is just beaming at all this praise as you all head down the bridge in the direction. However,
What's your name, by the way?
oh, Barthy.
Barthy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they'll be singing praises of you someday down the road, Barthy.
Fee.
Wait,
Barthy.
Barky or Barfy?
Barthy.
Oh, Barthy.
Barfy?
Okay.
Yes. My brother's name is Farthy. My sister's name is Marthy.
You had wonderful parents, I bet.
Yeah. Have fun with Saidana.
Well, we don't want to distract you from doing a great job, so we're gonna go.
As you guys head off. Dan and Ori and Liora, you guys head off as well?
Yep.
Liora will tap his shoulder. Be vigilant.
He beams at you with a nod.
Geez, now he's gonna be double vigilant.
And Sertan,
As well to the direction he mentioned.
you head towards the direction that they mentioned? Got it. Alright.
You're muted.
You pass a couple people that all seem to be milling about. Some seem to be making different kind of like clothing. Some are making boots. Some are setting up provisions. You see some people handling like an assortment of weapons that they seem to be like sharpening and moving. This place is efficiently gearing up for something. But you're led down. Oh, goodness, don't know how these stay grouped. Down this direction. Down another set of stairs because why not go deeper? And it's like when the map feels like loading. And you guys are over here, coming down these letter. Let me see. That's everybody. And you see what seems to be more of the strategical side of this operation, as you see maps and projections of different locations, communication crystals going off with people talking to others clearly from in other parts of the world. Everyone here seems to have a purpose, and they are doing their job. But at the far end, kind of up on a bit of what looks to be a platform to go inside one of the huts, you see a woman in a kind of like a very like heavy cargo-ish pants, a dark hoodie with the hood up, and blue streaks of hair kind of coming down. She seems to be in charge.
Well, it seems that at this point, Dan would probably be the most important person to speak, being the fact that he is a rat. Do you know this lady? You're muted.
Oh, yes, Dan, you would know this woman.
So,
Well, at least you're alive. How are you, Dan? See, you haven't set anything on fire enough to kill yourself?
yeah, well, just alive and kicking.
You bring
More
friends.
punching than kicking.
Sort of.
He brings help.
I think we all share a common issue.
Come inside and we can talk. I get the feeling I'm supposed to talk to you. This will be quick, as I am quite busy.
I can tell.
Again. Here. You guys walk into this little shack that is cramped and kind of stinky. It does not seem to be a comfortable space, but there is enough space for you all to sit. As you can tell, this is where they have much more private meetings. Alright. What news do you bring me, Dan?
Well, aside that y'all don't need to be rebelling against showers and baths. There's a lot of stuff to think about, like ingredients for the god soup, screwing over that Shelby douchebag, rescuing this guy's wife. I think you guys were supposed to intercept them, but then I got interrupted. It just depends how you guys overlap in these plans.
Go back to the intercepted thing. That looks like Marcellus.
Could be.
And Marcellus never
It's
looks...
half Marcellus.
Okay. I don't know what a god soup is, but I imagine it's bad. And yes, we are actively trying to figure out, or at least destroy what we can of Shelby's operation. We had some success randomly. There's been some ships blown, killed some of the supply.
You took one of them down.
I didn't think we killed anybody on the ship we blew up.
I think we killed at least one.
No, we killed a few. Notably, the captain's
But did we
First
really
mate?
blow it up, or did we just sink it?
I mean, I cut
It
it
was
in
on
half,
fire.
essentially.
You cut it in half. There's a giant hole in the middle of it. You know, I thought we
Yeah,
started. I thought we lit it on fire. It could be wrong.
Yeah, you shot the
We
rest
did,
of
we
the
did.
barrels. Yeah, those barrels with the
That's-
magic stuff in them. It exploded and took out the rest, and then the current spread it out.
I didn't. Above table. When does this take place with Fey Academy?
The docks at Fay Academy took place 2 days after what happened with here at Hope's
Okay.
with the ship.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys were involved. Or did you guys do the one off the shores here, or the ones over by the school, by the Fay Academy school, up in Waterbell?
I mean, if we were coming down here, you would expect us to be taking care of the ones that are here.
Well, if you came down,
If we've
Yeah, we didn't.
if you came
So
down
one
that
blew up
river-
near the school.
Yeah. Took out the warehouse along with it.
It's probably Zane's people then. You remember, right? Demian and them.
Saying the
Oh.
Mr. I'll get back to you on that. Yes. Okay.
You know, he's flaky anyway. He just shows up. Eh.
No, it's not that he's flaky. It's that he goes, does everything, and then just reports that it's done without letting us know what's happening sometimes. But
Well, if anything, these guys know him from back their home. Apparently.
Yeah, he just kind of showed up, like, and always kept going on about, no pun intended, grilled cheese. I know you're all rats, and there's a cheese joke somewhere in here, but
Oh yes, grilled cheeses. There's a lot of that. They're good though. I tried one of his. All right, but I don't have a lot of time here for the jibber jabber. You said something about your wife. I'm assuming that's who Marcellus.
His wife.
Not Marcellus.
again, I don't, like, we're not married.
Your girlfriend.
But yes, no. Sure, we'll just use that term. But
Okay.
wife, I don't know why he keeps using the term wife. There ain't no ring on these fingers.
No, that's because you need to learn. You need to learn to speak with them. No.
Yeah, no. I keep it at a bare minimum. I just
Blondie,
watch him punch things. I just watch him punch things.
Blondie, do you want the information on your girlfriend or not girlfriend or whatever the hell she is?
we need to know where Linnea has been taken.
Oh, that's her name. She is at Emerald Isle Manor, which is Shelby's estate. We finally figured out where it is. We sent in a few operatives about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but we have not heard back from them about 10 days.
Opening up the ledger, is that the same? That
Oh, if you show her, yes, that is the address. You guys might actually be
would this be more useful to you all?
This actually would be very useful to me if you're willing to leave it. But
Does anybody have any objections to them having this?
No, if anything, it frees us up to do more things.
It
since
improves
they-
things and gives us the opportunity for distraction.
Since they can get rid of the super ingredients.
Yes, you can draw attention elsewhere while we do what we need to do.
So you guys are on your own separate mission. You know, I've run into 2 other parties. They died, so I hope you guys are better than they are. Now,
Third time's a charm.
so I have a couple of people headed up to the manor because we lost contact with our operatives that we sent in. I sent in my best. Oh God, it's my best rogue. She is amazing.
Your
and
best rogue.
yes. I sent in my
Does this
best-
rogue have a name?
She looks at you. Yes. Her name is Scarlet.
When did
Why?
you send her?
2 or 3 weeks ago. But she has not I have not gotten in contact with her for 10 days. Do you know her?
Azure will shift to his original form that you saw him in that people would have seen him in at the Fae Academy, which would look very similar to his sister if she's holding that still form.
Jeez. Oh. You're Azure. You're her brother. Oh.
She's safe, right?
The job was get in, get information, and get out. They were hiring for a lady's maid for some new arrival. We managed to get her in. That's our thing. We get everybody in as servants into different households, but we've only been able to get 2 into that manor. It is massive. It is a massive estate. Sky managed to get in. She was supposed to check in every 2 days, but she stopped checking in 10 days ago. And there was some incident that happened at the house. Some of the other contact, who then we have not heard from in 8 days, did say there was a ruckus with the young lady, I'm assuming is his girlfriend. We've been trying to find people to go in. And
Do you know what
figure
alias
out.
she would use?
The way we manage is we let some of the operatives kind of do things independently so that there's less leakage of, nobody gets compromised this way. She would have had to assume whatever identity she needed to assume, but I do know she was going to be the lady's maid for that particular young lady, whatever her name is. We've been trying to get people to go in, and I've already lost 2 parties.
And you thought that the way to infiltrate a massive establishment like this is to send a single individual into this place?
Sometimes that's the best way to get any kind of information. You send in too many people, it's too suspicious. One person is easier to hide. She knew what she was getting into. I don't think your sister would do anything without him seeing every which way.
That is true. All right. Well, at this point, this is where you and I, the rest of us, decide on where we're heading. But as I've told you since the beginning, is that if it is involved with her, I'll be making sure that is taken care of before we deal with this Shelby and Felder.
Well, lucky for you, she's at Shelby's Manor. Actually, since you're here, she kind of gets up and goes to a very cramped little drawer. She pulls out a small little crystal. And places it's a turquoise blue. Places it in front of you. She left you a message. It's standard. Everybody goes into a dangerous situation, they have to leave a message for a family member. I was going to track you down once we could figure all this out, but since you're here. And this is where I ask you above table if you would like me to send it to you privately or if you'd like it played.
In this case, because we are in a large company, I will have it played.
Okay. Because you can't say you're gonna hold on to it for later. That is a thing you can say.
That's fine. I mean, I've got to run here in a minute, so yeah. I mean, we can make that call.
All right. If you want to make the call to hold or to listen to it.
I'll hold.
Okay, we'll hold.
Yeah.
As you take the stone and pocket it, she states, "We're headed out tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. It's be a small caravan. We have provisions. But if you guys, I can't spare too many men for this. I've lost enough, and we're trying to get to other things. So if you guys are going to go in there to do something, you will be largely on your own, except for maybe 4 men that I can provide.
I say keep your men. You need them elsewhere.
We have one of your men already. He's been quite useful when we've come into any sort of a scuffle. Kind of vanishes in some ways better than I do when we're not in a scuffle, but...
Alright. I'll have them guide you, and then you guys do whatever you're gonna do. We'll be trying to take care of the rest for you.
I do have a favor, though, if you don't mind me asking.
Sure.
My sister, does she have a place here?
Yes.
Can you have one of your men take me?
Of course. And she kind of motions for someone to walk over. Take him to Scarlet's quarters. Oh, they're up on the southern side of the city. This guy leads you out. You guys kind of watch Azure as he heads out. Since you guys will have this moment to rest.
I'll have that opportunity to, for the rest of the evening then, he would rest in her quarters, going through old letters, going through things that he has traced back and forth for months. And then starting to transcribe what is in that letter, what is in that final message.
All right. As you head on over to her quarters, not a closet, but an actual room that isn't as opulent as any of the manors, but a place that feels like someone took care on how they arranged it. And you're able to lay down on her bed. And that is where we'll leave Azure for the rest of the evening. And James, you're free to go.
Sorry, everybody.
You're good.
Eastern Coast
No.
kicks your butt.
Oh, we know. We know.
Oh, we feel you there.
Me
We
and
feel you
Chad
there.
know.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I can
I'll
only
tell you-
afford to have a little bit more time because I don't have to work tomorrow.
yeah, no, I gotta be up early. So thank you again. This is great. I will see you guys all for the next episode.
Great.
I look forward to hearing what that
I'm gonna send
story
you
is.
right now. I'm gonna send you the message.
Sounds
right
good. Excellent. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
now. Bye. All right, but the game continues, which is why we make sure that we give our friend a moment to step aside, because the rest of you are here because because I've decided it.
I still have a question
A hard
for
yes. What is your question for Sidena?
for the
Azure
leader.
Azure could have left on his own, and you guys can have another moment, a couple more moments with Sidena.
I'll make the same minor illusion. Any intel you have on this one, please?
Nasty fucking bitch.
Yes, I intend to drain every bit of life from her body.
She kind of like pulls her things. Just like you see a scar coming down from like her armpit, kind of going this way. Nearly took my whole arm.
Any info? Anything that could help?
She
So
can
far,
ch-
all I can tell is she's
she's changeless.
conniving.
Yeah, she can change her form.
Yep.
She
I
has
witnessed that.
She has a very strange loyalty to Shelby. It borders on psychotic. She's very prideful. She's very touchy if you try to talk to her. If you mention something about childhood. I had a guy who knew her from the same village or something. He says there's no way she got that powerful on her own. And so whatever Shelby's been giving to his inner circle, he's giving to her for sure. They're all on something that puts them at crazy levels of power.
I think they call it OG.
Now OG,
There was
OG's a fucking drug that you give to the commoners. That shit can fuck you up. But whatever they're taking, if it is OG, it's some super clean, refined version of it.
it was going around the academy, and Shelby was involved in it, so
How do you want? But why would he want you guys to get overpowered? That's a weird one.
oh, guy wants
Her-
to become a god. Who knows what he's up to?
Her powers. I've heard that she works with portals. Is there anything else that she's capable of?
She can't make portals. That's not her thing. He has a
Oh,
girl.
so she not.
Yeah, she has a girl now for that. Some alchemist girl. Kind of crazy. I'm trying to think. She's very good with those daggers.
Ambrose.
I don't know her name, but if that's her name. We don't have much intel on her,
What?
other than she's a noble girl.
So it wasn't her own power that saved her that one day.
Likely not. She can't do portals. If she could, she would have escaped some of the scrapes a little easier. Very nimble, very fast. I think if you're gonna, she's a rogue from what I can tell.
I see.
What intel do you have on the people in his inner circle?
There is 5 of them that he regularly uses. You got Xander, his sorcerer, who is the most fucking motherfucker you'll ever meet. His little sidekick Warren is a warlock warlock half-orc. He's kind of he likes to kind of crawl. It's very off-putting. Then there is the freaking giant orc twins, Horrell and Feral. One is a barbarian, the other a fucking cleric of things. But the barbarian is actually the one with the even temper, as opposed to Feral. And then there's Mags, who's, I think he's had her in his circle since she was a child. She was his first member for whatever the fuck he's doing to these people.
My only request is that there is a battle, and she's there and I'm there. Leave the bitch to me.
I got my head in. I'll take what I can get, but I don't think I'm much for her. I'm more of a distance fighter, if I'm honest with you.
Oh, as am I. But I have my means.
Yeah, I used to be close combat. I prefer to keep my distance these days. It turns out I'm really good at managing and strategy and delegating. Apparently a very useful skill. For the revolution.
You all were planning to get my girlfriend to safety. Who organized that?
That would have been me. Marcellus reached out, said he had some poor soul that Shelby was moving. We thought maybe she had information. Maybe she's a piece of this puzzle. So we were, of course, going to try to help. But then, by the time we got there, we just found Holden dead and Marcellus passed out, or knocked out. The nasty bruise on his eye.
No pun intended. Do you think you have a rat in your organization? Because how else would they have known?
I wouldn't be surprised if I did. There's so many of us, and we work more independently than we should. But but he has rats in his circles as well.
Do you know any of them?
Well, aside from the ones we tried to send in. The Calix family has been working an angle.
There was a Calix boy at the school.
I don't know much about the boy, but I know the father and the patriarch and his brothers. They tend to be double agents for these kinds of things. But before we were the rats, we were something entirely different. I also don't think that Calix Sr. would involve his son in anything.
I just recognized the name somewhat.
She looks over at Dan. How did you end up in this mess, by the way? Last I saw you, you were at the circus. We sent you there to help that poor girl.
Yeah, but then that girl had a friend at the school, so he had to, instead of going home, she wanted to go over there. And that friend was this guy's girlfriend. Just downgraded somewhere along the way. And then it came up that she also needed help saving and that they needed people. Yeah, just go where life takes me, really. Except for teleports. I don't like teleporting.
Yeah, I remember. You kicked and screamed last time we tried to put you through one. Not literally, it was more of the argument back and forth. Have you ever tried arguing with him? I've never been more frustrated.
I've never seen him really argue. He just kind of does his own thing, and I've just let him do his own thing.
Then maybe I'm a busybody. Well, I have a lot
He
of...
produces results, I'll say that.
Yes, Dan, Sandman, if anything, produces results. Some of the best raids we've had are with him. So thank you for that. There is if you go up and you speak to the vendors, they'll give you food. They like to pretend they're selling it, but they just make it. If you guys are hungry, I have a million different strategies because now I have the leisure. I have to start making different kinds of projective calls and starting to organize, see if we can hit all the warehouses at once. It could take us some time. But hey,
I don't think we have time.
the spring solstice is imminent, and I think Shelby's getting married the week after. So we have days.
If there was a time to hit, that would be the time.
That would. So that means I have a lot of work to do. You guys head on, get some rest. You're gonna need it. Feel free to raid any of our stores for any supplies you might need. We don't have too much, but we have enough to spare. Does anyone have any more questions for Serena? Right? As you guys are heading down, she does turn for a minute. She's like, out of just curiosity, why would Shelby steal your girlfriend? Like, is she a noble? Is she rich?
She's an off-worlder. She's an off-worlder like me.
And I.
And those two.
Alright, and do you come from a planet of gold or something?
No, it's kind of shit, but that's beside the point.
So you don't know why.
Very shit.
Don't know.
Thought it might. I've been wondering. We'll see you in the morning.
The less people that know, the better.
I hear you on
I'll
that
say that
one.
much.
Hear you on that
Just
one.
in case there is a rat in your organization.
She kind of just like laughs and then goes back to.
Oh, he means well. There's a small fellow. Just keep an eye on him. I think his name was Barfy.
Barthy, yes.
It means well. I'll just leave it at that.
I understand what you mean. He's a good kid.
If you do move them, say it's a promotion. They mean well.
Okay. I don't know what you have said to this kid, but now I have to keep whatever promise you made. Alright. Promotion next time he's moved.
Well, it could actually be a demotion, but if you spin it as a promotion.
I know how to handle young, eager teenagers. That is not appropriate for stream. Anyway, do you guys head back up to the small sewer city?
If there's like a private room that we get to stay in or something.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be. We'll say yeah, but we won't even put the map up. We'll say that you guys are kind of given a space with a couple of cots and stuff set up for you guys to sleep in.
I wish to find a secure alone space.
Okay.
Without prying eyes.
Okay.
Without prying eyes.
You gotta make it sound all weird. But yes. Is there anything you guys would like to say to Balor before he heads off to his alone space?
I was gonna try to talk to Balor first.
Have alone time.
That's why I'm like, I think like you're a party member, all right? Before you do spot like a room that's like empty as you're headed to this other place with the cots are. So Ori,
Balor, if you have a moment.
I got nowhere to go.
Once we save the Nia, I might need your help a bit. I'm talking a big game when it comes to this person that I'm taking down, but
Before
the end
you
of the day-
stop, but before you say, I just put my hand. I gotcha. I can't say I'll be much help, but there'll be another body with you. But hopefully we're not face down like I usually am.
well, I just thought that if anyone should know, it should be you. My issues with this mongrel stem from a similar place of your feelings towards Shelby. He's hurting someone you care about. She hurt someone I care about.
I've got your back. If you've got mine.
And then, of course, when it's all said and done, you should come to Zelensky sometime.
I'm not thinking about the future right now. I'm thinking about the present. But
good to have something to look forward to.
Let's get the hard stuff out of the way first.
Yeah. Anyways, enjoy brooding, and I will walk off.
Not brooding.
All right. But yes, Balor, you do see a room where you could have some privacy. Before we go to that,
Because you know what I'm going to
I
do.
know exactly what you're going to do. So before we do that,
Okay. So let it. Yeah.
Dan, what are you doing?
I guess I was gonna head up to the other level to go get food. I don't know what the other two. Are y'all hungry or do you even eat?
I don't. I usually don't eat much, but I can come.
I do want to
Guess I
grab
wish-
food, but I am.
No, I was just how much rest time you have before shit hits the fans, and who knows when we'll stop.
Liora will talk to Serena. Is that her name?
Sienna.
Sienna. Sorry. Is there an armory of extra weapons or magical items that you have that you would allow us to peruse, and with permission we could use those in our mission?
Like I said, by all means, raid our stores. We have enough to spare.
Do you want to tell you which ones we take, or are you concerned?
We'll do an inventory in the morning. Take what you need. Like I said, we don't have much, but we have enough to spare.
Understood. Thank you.
This woman has like bags under her eyes. She is tired, but she is alert and doing things.
Reaching into the bag, it's like, here's my lavender essential oil. Use some of this. You'll get a good night's sleep. Or at least, like, it'll guide you to a good night's sleep. I can't really guarantee if you have nightmares or something like that, because,
It's okay.
yeah.
She said, "Oh, remember lavender oils. I gave up that life, but it was nice." And she does, like, pocket it after, like, smelling it a little bit, then going back to what she was doing. But yeah, so Dan and Ori, you guys head up to get some food. Liora, you spoke with Sienna. Would you catch up with Dan and Ori, or would you head to your room or move somewhere else?
She'd go to the armory first.
Okay. She'll head to the armory. All right, I'll come back to you in a moment. That way we can see what you find. But for Dan and Ori, you guys come up to a row of different stalls that seem to have different kinds of food, and it looks like they're selling them, but you see people come up and just take and walk away, and the person at the stall just like, "Thank you, come again. Thank you, come again. Thank you, come again. We appreciate your business." But there seems to be, and because Lily is Lily, there seems to be an assortment of like pollo asado, carne asada being made. It seems there you see like frijoles and arroz. That seems to be what they're mostly serving, is like very easy street food. You see what appear to be a there is no way of saying this without it sounding wrong, so I'm gonna just say it as a hot dog, like with like hot dogs and like just things that can be grilled and placed on buns.
I get a hot dog.
Hot dog.
Give me that wiener.
What?
I was gonna like describe it, and I was like, "There's no fucking way to describe this without one of those words." But yeah, as you go to the to where they have the hot dogs, and these are Mexican style street hot dogs, by the way. As if you've never had them, I feel so sorry for you. They're delicious. As you get the hot dog, the young half orc in front of you is just like, "Thank you, come again. We appreciate your business."
Yeah.
I'm just, it's okay.
What do you get, Dan? What's your favorite thing to eat down here?
I'm just gonna get chicken tacos.
I guess we could do this. Do you do they, you know any other fun places down here? I guess we could try to take an easy night before.
I mean, what are you up for? What are you feeling like?
Surprise me.
No, right? Let's see.
Around this little city or this little town, it seems to be just kind of shabby makeshift, so it would be like a town square center. There's someone doing a puppet show with broken puppets just like on the other side of the little riverway. There is like a coffee shop set up. There again, all these like kind of. It almost seems like children built this place to play, and has now been co-opted by these people. There is someone who are doing a very weird game of rock skipping, but by the time the rock will skip 4 times in the water, something comes up and eats it.
I'll get me some coffee.
In a similar fashion, you see that there are people at here making the coffee and like greeting and saying thank you, but no payment is being exchanged. They're just taking coffee. Seems to be only one type of coffee, and that is black coffee, and there's a thing of sugar, and that is it.
Now I'm used to it. This is the closest that I've had to home since I've come to this world.
Really? You really that bad back then?
Well, where I came from, it was worse. The people here have light in their eyes. Where I came from, majority of people were drained of their energy, worked all day, and still starved. And myself, I was stricken with an incurable disease, doomed to die. And now look at me.
Oh, that does sound like a bummer. No wonder that guy's all weird and whatnot.
Very different world.
I mean, the sooner we can put an end to this chubby guy, hopefully more places don't end up like this. Who knows what his end goal is gonna be like if he's already fucking shit up like this.
I feel if anyone's to do it at this point, it's got to be us, right?
Huh? We're one of a couple. Hopefully the other ones can also lend their strength and divide this and make it easier.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure.
As you guys are sat at this little coffee station, there is the river, the canal wafting through. People do seem shabby and a little dirty, but there is light in their eyes. They have hope. We move over to Miss Liora. I was about to say something else. Miss Liora. You said you went to the armory.
Yes.
There's a place in this map that will show something like that. We'll just say here. You were led there. There's people in there. They seem to be taking inventory. Things are being moved around. You see a lot of short swords, some long swords. You see arrows, bows. You see daggers. Nothing overly amazing. It all seems pretty standard. You see a couple of things to make Molotovs. You see ropes, chains, things like that. It's like she said, there's nothing incredible here, but there are provisions, matches, things like that. If there's something specific you'd like to look for, it will just be a roll.
Do the weapons look like are they in good condition? Are they shitty? Are they?
Oh no, they seem to be in fair condition. They've had some use, but not nothing. They're not gonna break if they as soon as you start using them or anything like that.
They're not all rusty and jazz.
No, you can tell that there's upkeep being done.
Okay. Just gonna look at the items, but then also look at the people doing inventory and just, I guess, get a vibe check.
Go for it. It's an insight, so it's like an insight check.
Can I use my passive?
What's your passive?
21.
They just seemed to be they have a list of things that they're doing. So that's like you need 20 of these, 5 of those, 10 of those. It's like yeah, the cart's gonna be on the east side. Yeah. They just seem to be doing a task that they were handed.
How do they look health-wise?
Skinny. Nothing where you would feel like danger, but definitely could. They don't need to be that skinny.
Gotcha. She's gonna go up to them and give them some of the rations that she got from Lord Marcellus, and then here, sit down and take a break and just munch on some of this.
They thank you. I ate already, but thanks. I'm not gonna say no to a free snack.
I'm assuming since it's from the one dude, it might be a little bit nicer food since it's, yeah.
They see it would be nicer food, and they immediately just start eating. Thanks, man. And they try to hand it back after they have some. They seem to be aware of portions, and they just take up what they believe is their portion and then hand it back to you.
Keep it, save it for later, in case you want a snack for later, or if you need a bite.
Thank you. And they kind of go around the corner, really confused, but they're just like, yay, fruit, man.
She'll look around and just make sure, I don't know, if anything looks suspicious. I don't know.
Give me a perception check.
16.
The 16. Nothing looks overly suspicious, but you do notice that there are a couple of little boxes kind of just lined on a shelf above where the swords are. Just seems like a weird place to have boxes.
She'll check them out, just out of curiosity, since there's attention to them.
Like you're looking or grabbing?
She'll look first, and is there any labels on them or just boxes?
They're pretty high up. You'd have to reach if you wanted to like read what something on them. They like that's what I'm saying. Are you trying to grab one and bring it down to see it, or are you gonna or can you do your levitate to float up to see it? Oh wait, that's wrong character. Wrong character.
Yeah, yeah. Crap. She does not have levitate. Other stuff, but not levitate.
Because you can reach like you will reach them if you like try to grab it.
I don't know why I thought I had mage hand on this character. I do not, though, unfortunately. So she's going to grab it with her hands.
Okay. The boxes are a little heavy. It feels like a type of metal, maybe gold or silver or something like that. That's like has a bit of weight on it. But the box itself seems to be like a silver with a black inlay kind of going around it. Sorry, I think something happened with my girls over there, but Charles got it. And the box itself just looks like a cute little decoration box, like something you'd keep rings in, like our little knickknacks inside.
She's going to peek.
I'm trying to open it. I know that I've traumatized you all with boxes, but as you kind of creak open the box, you see that there is actually a little figurine inside.
What kind of figurine?
It looks like a little fairy. But nothing happens.
Can she roll an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Natural 20. Hey, okay, then let's go. Total of 28.
There is no magic emanating from this box. But you can tell that somebody handmade the figurine using magic. Sorry, not hand. So they made the figurine with magic. I don't know why I said handmade.
Handmade with it, like the magic coming like.
Yeah. Essentially what I meant.
She'll hum a little melody just to see what happens.
What are you humming a little medley?
Yes.
As you hum, your sound and kind of echoes off of the walls. And the box doesn't move or shake or glow. But the little doll, the little figurine, seems to give off a strange greenish glitter that just comes off as soon as you start to sing. It's very light. You have to squint to see it, but it is kind of coming off of the doll. Very, very little tiny bits of magic in this.
On one hand, she wants to take it, but she also feels guilty taking it because it's like. You know what? You never know. And then she'll keep it with her.
Alright. You take the little fairy. What other items do you take? Do you take any swords? Do you take any more provisions? Do you take bows and arrows? I don't know if anybody has. I don't think we have anybody that uses arrows in the party.
Technically, Liora could use a crossbow, but she doesn't have to actually use it because she knows spells.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone needs it, but you grab provisions and you can send. If anything, you can send me a little list of what you wanted to grab. But you grab everything that you need and, can move to head out along with your new little fairy. And with that, I'm going to move us over to the person who wanted to be alone in a closet.
Yes.
Valerie, you find a room that's clearly a closet of some sort, but it's private, it's clean, it even has and there seems to be light already in there. So you head in, and I assume you close your door. Why did you need to be alone?
So I pull out the crystal.
Pull out the crystal. All right. You pull out the crystal. You're reminded that you need to focus.
Attempt to focus.
Focus your thoughts on Linnea as you hold the crystal. I shall need a wisdom check at advantage.
Wisdom check. Hopefully this one does better. 16.
Right. 16 works. Man, that one was about to make another come
Yeah.
on. So you feel yourself get pulled into that same strange dark room. Only as soon as you're there, there's already a kind of foggy image as if you're looking through a slightly frosted window pane. And inside, you see Linnea. She is, however, not alone. She's kind of sat on one of those fancy pretty couches that are you know what I mean, on a couch kind of sideways facing whom you now assume to be Shelby. You have, with the wisdom check, you are able to move, make noise if you wish to call attention, or if you wish to listen, you can listen. It is up to you how you wish to move in this moment.
Listen.
Okay. You can tell that it's later at night as the lights are dim and some candles have been lit and there are soft fairy lights kind of glowing. Linnea is still dressed in another very uncomfortable looking gown. Stunning, but not something that she seems comfortable in. She leans kind of back a little. I know I've asked this before, but I have to ask again. Why do you have to do this? It doesn't seem like it's gonna be the thing that makes you happy. He smiles, and it's not saccharine or vicious or what you come to think when you think of a man like Shelby. It seems soft. Because I feel being powerless. I have been powerless, and I don't much care. So, instead of allowing others to impose their will on me, I will rise to a place when no one can. Oh, but you already are in a place where no one can. Most people already fear you. I mean, if you stopped all this stuff with the spell, they'd leave you alone. You could continue to have this this empire that you've built, illegal or not, but you don't need the spell to be powerful. You don't need to be a god to be powerful. If anything, I always thought gods were more of a slave to, well, to whatever it is they're meant to be tied to. Shelby kind of leans in. So what are you saying? I stop everything. This plan that I've been following for decades, that is finally about to come true. You want me to just stop? If the only thing keeping you going with this spell is because you've been working on it so long, yeah, I don't think you should do it. I mean, I know you won't talk to me about it, but Thomas has mentioned that your things have been blown up. You haven't gotten all of your ingredients. And I know people will die. I just think that there's something there. If you dug deep enough, you don't need to be a god. He stands up, kind of paces. You see her tense for a moment, like, shit. Like that feeling like, oh, I fucked up. His back is to her. He does not see this expression, but you do. Until he turns.
Am I able to walk behind her?
You are seeing this through a window.
Okay.
You are able to see his face. While she's kind of like scolding herself, like shit, like she fucked up. He looks up, and there seems to be exhaustion on this man's face. He turns, hypothetically. What if I did stop? What if? And then he goes and sits next to her. What if I stop the spell? I won't enact it. I think that would be great. If you're considering not doing it, I think you should follow that feeling. And as she's starting to babble in her usual kind of hyper excited way, I would if you did it. I would if you were mine. But you're getting married. That unfortunately has to still happen because of political reasons, but... Oh. What? Oh, whoa, hang on. Actually, 1 second. And she stands up. It's like, whoa, I don't know what just happened. I'm sorry. I'm confused and thrown, and this is a lot. And I think maybe he gets up and he, in that same way that you've seen before, he just gets right into her space. And she kind of stops speaking. You see her behind her fist clench in attention, but she looks up, and that same look of focus of lock the fuck in.
I'm gonna do something dumb.
Do it. Because I will say, I played this out with rolls already, so I have an outcome if you don't interfere.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him. Or attempt to.
You're going to attempt to? This will have to be at disadvantage because you are literally trying to cast through a, like, veil.
Well, he has to beat a 19 Wisdom save.
Okay, then he does. Then instead of that, he has advantage.
So he would have advantage.
Yay, I get to use my Shelby dice. That's a 16. And I'll check his modifier right now. Alright. Shelby, where are you? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
That is a 26. But I will say that as you cast it, he feels something. Kind of rolls his shoulders and looks around. What was that? Linnea staring.
And just for shits and giggles, I'm casting Hex on him, so he feels that cold chill again. That just happens.
He's starting to become a little agitated by this. Are you doing something? I have not. Hello, bandaged. I can do nothing. I can do nothing. Maybe you're just tired. You're talking crazy just now, so maybe you're just tired. He stops. No, I don't think I'm talking crazy. Are you really gonna sit there and pretend that I've made all this up in my mind? No. No, of course not. You see panic kind of start to kind of cover her face. I don't actually know what you mean. And he gets in her space again, holds her face. He's like, have you been playing me? No. Playing you how? At cards? We tried cards. I was terrible at it. He's like, are you... Linnea, look at me. Are you playing me? No. You see the idea in her mind, or in her eyes, before it happens. As she pushes up on her tiptoes and braces a kiss. The distraction works. The kiss grows a little stronger before he stops. There's a moment of they both kind of just don't know what to do. I'm sorry, and he just turns and walks out of the room. Fucking hell! I'm so dead. I fucked up. I've never cursed this much. She starts pacing back and forth, and you see her just like trying to pull at herself. She starts tearing at her dress a little. Do what you do.
You said it was a frosted window, right?
Yeah.
I just want to write the word hope on it.
Let me see if she knows.
And then a B under it. And a B under it.
Are you gonna leave the poor girl like that? Yeah. 18. She does notice the hope being written out in her frantic state and turn. She's like, just squint. And it's up to you if you want her to see her. Because once she sees the word, if you're still there, will be able to see you since you rolled high enough to.
Yeah, no, I'm still there.
Alright. She sees the word hope. Walks over to the window, eyes wide, as she locks eyes with you. How long have you been there?
Long enough.
I don't have words.
You're a great card player.
I don't like this game. I don't know if I can do this. This is terrifying. I've never been more scared. He's already doubting me. Whatever Bronca said to him after that attack, it's just changed something, and I'm scared. I don't understand. Everyone keeps telling me not to trust and not to do this and to do that, and
hold on a little bit longer.
You keep saying that, but I'm still here. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
What? We're close.
How
Is
close?
there we're in a sewer in Geneva.
Geneva. Yeah, I kind of figured that's where I was.
I think you're in the Emerald Palace.
Emerald Isle Manor. Apparently that's where he's from.
Look, I don't know how much time I have. There's someone we're with, and they have someone in there. Have you seen a new handmaiden or something in the last 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, I had a handmaiden assigned to me, and they said she was new. But after she was taken away since she wasn't able to stop Branka. Branka showed up here, and she was very upset. She was very upset. I guess her and Phineas are involved, and she attacked me. And since I can't defend myself with magic, and I've never been much of a scrappy fighter, that's more missed. She knocked me out and took my blood. And then, whatever they used it for, they told him about it, and he's just been he's questioning me and more suspicious. I'm hardly alone. I'm surprised I'm alone now.
Just hang on.
The girl that you're talking about, there's a dungeon here. I think that's where they have her.
Okay. I don't know what plan we have, but all things are converging to this wedding. If you can hold out that long.
What do I do if he... Do you even know what he just asked me? How is someone supposed to lay that at my feet and I'm supposed to ignore it? Please.
You're resourceful. I believe in you.
It's very calm after you just watched me kiss someone else. I don't know if I should be concerned about that.
I'm locked in a closet. I need to keep my cool.
Why are you
I
in a
don't want.
closet? You're locked in a closet. I'm locked in a fucking estate. Look, I'm cursing. I am cursing more and more
here.
every day.
Here. Look, you want more reassurance?
Okay.
You know who's with me?
Who?
An old friend.
Well, my oldest friend here is Senric, and I know you wouldn't bring him.
Not from this world. Well, actually, 2 old friends.
From home? Other
Yes.
people crossed over?
Yes.
Who?
One looks a little bit different.
I also don't know how much time you have here. Ori?
With no cough now, but I'll let them explain that to you.
No cough. Ori's alive. Ori's alive?
Yeah, just as odd as ever, but Now, we'll explain all this soon.
Wait, who's the other one?
Liora?
I'm gonna put that. That's the name it always was.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
How did
is
you
that
find Leora?
canon?
Yeah, we're saying Liora. How did you find Liora?
She found me, much like Ori.
That is. She hears footsteps coming. That's him. He's coming back.
And I've got Sage, and then I guess I'd disappear.
You see her kind of rub at the window, and you're pulled back.
Well, no, I'll do it because it's on my end. So you could rub and it wouldn't do anything.
It's a panic thing. And you
I'll
are
wipe
back.
it off.
And you are back in the closet.
But as he wipes it off, the hand's just on the window.
You do see her notice that, and just kind of very lightly do the same right before the door opens, and she is pulled out of your vision. And it's a very soft, before her attention is elsewhere. And the connection is severed, leaving you back in the little closet alone.
Probably somebody banging on there I need the broom.
And I think with that, Charles walked away from is a good spot to end session. Right at 10. Charles, where'd your dad go?
He went to go get my ramen water.
Okay. All right. Well, that has been us, guys. Thank you for indulging us this last hour, which really was just me wanting to give everyone just a moment of a breath of just something easy, but then someone had to go and you know what?
No whimsical here.
No, there was whimsy. It just got. I will fix the thing in the morning. But thank you, everybody, so much for hanging out with us. We are back next week with Fae Academy. Hope's Lament will have one more session before we go into the finale. If anything, it will be the first episode of the finale will be Hope's Lament, as it's a big crossover event that we are all very excited to present. I am terrified. Also, keep an eye out for the end of the month. We are going to be doing our Onyx, the Rats in Onyx, 2-shot. They're calling it the 2-shot. All leading up to the plan that's
double tap.
Double tap. The plan all leading culmination around Shelby and Vashley's wedding, to see if all three parties could possibly do the impossible and stop Shelby from becoming a god and or killing him, because I would really like y'all to kill him. It's been enough. Do not leave this man in my world, because he will do things. Right. Thank you, guys. We're grateful for you. See you next week.